What is up, everyone? Thank you for joining us for another Overwatch Odyssey League matchup. Tonight, we continue the All-Star Week with a Lockout 3v3 tournament. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Lockout 3v3 tournament, teams will compete in a best-of-5 series against one another in which they can play any composition that they choose. However, when they win a round, they cannot play those heroes again for the remainder of the map. So teams will have to pick their compositions wisely in order to ensure victory here. As we get ready to kick things off with the Loot Boxers in Wyoming, I have to introduce the people behind the mic. Joining us after a long and unfortunate hiatus, we have got Spida. Spida, what's happening, man?
Not much, Soren. I'm happy to finally be back. I'm happy that I could come back for such a fun event, and I'm excited to see how these games go.
I'm stoked to have you behind the mic, but of course, we have returning for this matchup tonight, Yvonne. Yvonne, how are you doing?
Back in the booth, Zoran.
Back in the booth. We're ready. We're hyped, and we are going to kick things off. We have got the Loot Boxers coming up against the Wyoming Cowboys for this first round, and they will be playing at Nepal Shrine.
Alrighty, so Spider, 3v3 lockout. What's your opinions on this?
I mean, not a game mode that you hear about very often. At least I don't think it is anymore. It's something that I used to have a lot of fun playing. It's always fun for everybody, I'd say, you know. And especially given that it's an all-star weekend event, you know, you're getting to have fun and play these fun game modes opposed to the very seriousness that comes behind the postseason that we're coming up on. What about you?
So, I mean, for me, it's not surprising because everybody knows at this point that I love Flashpoint. I really like this game mode. I feel it's very short and sweet and like a very like almost like meat and potatoes to the point type like game mode.
Yeah.
Because you got 3 people. KO as quick as possible, get to that next round, I guess.
Yeah. But we do see both teams coming out with very brawl-esque comps, with the Wyoming running Lucio, Zarya, and Mei, and Loot Boxers having Kiriko, Mauga, and Reinhardt. But it is definitely something that's more like entertaining, I'd say, to play and watch than the other game modes, because opposed to having your goal be, you know, capture the point or push the point, it's straight up just fight each other and, you know, who gets the best of who and wins that one fight. But we do see Arrow get walled off by Toothpick. Arrow's able to pick off Ballistic, going through, able to pick off Toothpick, also famous going down there at the end of Dom of Ender. Very quick round right there after the fight actually started to get going. They knew where they wanted to go, they got there, and they went right through. And, you know, I started to get worried after that wall came up from Toothpick. I was worried about Arrow, but Arrow proved to hold their own.
It's, you know, again, that's why I think this is really exciting game mode, because I have 2 tanks. We'll just throw them at you. Unfortunately, those just for clarification, if you lose the map, you can actually use those same characters again, but if you win, they are locked to you, so that would be a bit of a difficulty, because now your strategy has to change a good deal. But as we see, Zarya's back on the field. I actually thought Zarya worked rather well for the last round.
Exactly, but we do see Loot Boxers come out again with another double tank comp. They're just going to continue to fight at this low ground. They want to push through. They want to be able to wrap the other team. Or maybe they're going to wait here and hope that they drop. I'm not sure if either team has any idea what the other team's going to be doing. Both teams kind of jumping around both each other.
I do recall if you take too long, the center area becomes like a capture point after a while?
Yeah. You're right. So, I don't know, maybe that's what they're going for already. maybe definitely like a safer thing to go for. Go right back to what Overwatch actually is. But we do see Toothpick get javelin into the wall, stunned, gets taken down by Dom of Ender. It is now 3v2. In 30 seconds, that point will open up, and I think loot boxes are looking to just play the slow game here because they know that if they have to take that fight on point, that they will win that there. You know, I mean, I'd say definitely for the loot boxes, they've come out with the stronger comp these last 2 rounds. But that's the thing, if you come out with those stronger comps in the beginning, they could run out by round 4, round 5, you know, and you won't have such strong comps. You know, you can only run 2 tanks in every round every so much. But there goes Arrow getting famous. Squid goes down to Ballistic, and Dom is able to get Ballistic in the end, making the score 2-0 for loot boxes up on Wyoming.
Loot boxers only need 1 more to secure this first win and send Wyoming to the losers bracket.
That is true. That is, I don't know. I just really like this fast-paced play. That's probably one of my favorite parts about Overwatch, that it's always moving so fast. There's not very much dull moments. You get 10 seconds and 10 to 20 seconds, I'd say, and then you're into the next fight. But with something like this, it's even faster. And we do see loot boxers now going down to 1 tank, running the Sigma Bastion Baptiste comp, and Wyoming coming out with Kiriko, and then 2 tanks with Junker Queen and Ramatra. But they are gonna go
scary trio right there.
But they are gonna go right back to that same high ground that they started off on. But both teams are gonna play the range now, especially with the fact that that loot boxes has that Sigma, allowing them to play this range on the other team, where the only shield that they have is that Ramatra shield.
You know, another thing I'd like to point out, Squid, is the fact that Arrow, who has played support consistently on the loot boxers, has yet to play a support character.
And that's just something that makes like something, you know, an event like this, the All-Star Weekend, so fun that people are able to play whatever. But there goes Toothpick getting off Arrow. The lamp comes out. The lamp is destroyed. Famous able to get rid of that. They are being forced back, that being the loot boxers. Famous just walking it down, splitting the 2 up. Squid isn't able to help Dom, but now they're put back together. Toothpick running it down. There goes Squid. They're able to pick off Dom at the end. There's the round, now 2-1. You know, that's what I'm talking about. They can only run two tanks for so long. And after those 2 wins that they have, they're down to the, you know, maybe not so desirable tank picks.
Alright, so how long until you think we're gonna see Wrecking Ball? He's really fun on these type of maps.
Yeah,
I should say.
going back to that fast-paced play. Maybe we get the ball, Doomfist. Nope. We get Zarya and Hog, and then we get Zarya Hog on one side along with the Ana, and then on the other for Wyoming we get Orisa and Sigma being followed up with their Moira. Wyoming is gonna look to play on that high ground once again, but with the comp that loot boxes is running, they do just kind of have to run it down, or maybe hope to get a lucky hook off that high ground and force some poor positioning for them. Both teams playing range, not really what the loot boxes want, but they do hope for an over peak from one of them. But there's Arrow making the way up on the high ground, forcing them down. Ballistic staying up there as the 2 tanks drop. Arrow juggling this wall, using it to their advantage. Ballistic now drops, giving Arrow the high ground. Arrow can play this however they want now. Continuously jump peeking with those Zarya right clicks. Splitting up the team, forcing them in a terrible spot where they have to get shot from the left and from above. They're not really able to do much as they only have that Sigma shield, which can only cover one angle. There is the shield, though. They do back up. They do get behind the wall. There is the point. 30 seconds till the point will unlock, and it'll be whoever caps that first, or whoever kills the other team first. There goes...
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I didn't even know you could stand there.
A massive anti. Yeah, neither did I, but the massive anti coming out, forcing Wyoming back off of site. They have to play slower to get those heals out. There goes Famous. Toothpick stuck on site, getting chained down by the Hog. Ballistic jumping through and not able to get connect to Toothpick. There goes Toothpick, and at the end Ballistic gets dropped by Dom. Loot boxes win 3-1. And you know, just it's plays like that that just show how fun this game mode is. How it doesn't really matter what you do, the game can go either way. Because it breaks the game down from that 5v5 point mode to 3v3. It's just fighting, and you know, people are able to pull out plays that they definitely wouldn't pull out in, you know, a regular season or a playoff match, but it gives them that fun space to do what they want. But after that first map, we are looking to get the next two teams set up to get going, and I believe, which would be Respawn Rangers versus XL2 on Black Forest. You know, not unlike Nepal, it's not that regular map pool map, but one of those special game mode maps. But you know, people don't know these maps as well, so that'll probably drag the gameplay for this to be different. But as the two teams are about to get finished being set up, Yvonne, what's the dream comp that you want to see be pulled out in this game right here?
I don't really have a dream comp, but well, I guess I kind of do. So I would like to see Ball as a character like out here for just for some fun. Winston has a whole lot of play potential just because you can just run around so much. Sim's fun. I haven't set a healer yet. I'm well aware of this, but I just love mayhem characters for this kind of stuff because on like this 3v3 setup, Sim can be such a pain to deal with.
Yeah.
Because you have those turrets which can be placed anywhere. You can hide them in certain spots of the map that are like a little and the shield health that regenerates pretty quickly makes Sim kind of threatening in this. Which is great because Symmetra doesn't get that much
Play.
it doesn't get too much love in regular Overwatch.
But I mean, I think I want to see 3 tanks come out in the same round. Ball, Winston, Doomfist. Just absolute mayhem, everyone everywhere, splitting the other team apart. I think that'd probably make it a fun round to watch.
Something to point out to the viewers. So unfortunately, VTG Orion did end up having to drop from this tournament. So you'll see on the bracket there, it does say VTG Orion versus Respawn Rangers. VTG Orion is actually going to be XL2. So I just wanted to clarify that to everyone.
And how unfortunate to not see that team compete, along with Kaiju Corps not participating in this event.
That is true, Spida. All right, and I believe we have got everything set up for the second round, and we will be kicking things off at Black Forest between Respawn Rangers and XL2.
Okay, I mean, this is one of the special event maps. I don't know this map too well. I think the last time I played a map like this is that, like, that map where there's one giant character and then, like, mini characters. You have to hunt down the giant one. I think that was the last time I played this.
Yeah, no. I think last time I was on here was, like, some AFK grinding custom game. So, you know, not a very played map. But we do see XL2 come out here with Roadhog, Tracer, and Lucio. Very odd combo, but we do see Respawn Rangers with Reinhardt, Hog, and Ana, both teams coming out with those brawl tanks, but I think Respawn Rangers probably has the better comp for it here, and just given that they have 2 beefy characters with 600 HP, making it harder for Tracer, but it looks like Mayday might go down early here. Nevermind is able to get the separation from Bonobo. The pin going down on Kevin. They try to get him off the map. He gets picked off. There goes Mayday going down to Bonobo, but Momentum is able to get Kevin with the help of TVD man. Bonobo far away. They don't have a tank now, so they know that as soon as they take a fight, that they will be destined to go down. So they have to really figure this out. Both low, you know, damage input characters against these, you know, massive tanks. It might come down to the point capture with both XL2 players running around, but Solar gets cut. Solar able to pick off Momentum. It is now TV Man versus Bonobo. Bonobo jumping around, misses the pulse bomb, recalls. Just dancing around TV Man. TV Man hits him, is able to get the one tap down on the Bonobo.
Ow!
might have hit us out on the tree there too with that hook. But that now does already take off once again 2 tanks for a team that they now can't run, along with such a strong support character with Ana. I mean, yeah, they won the round with it, but I don't think they got the value that they wanted out of it. But we do see Respawn Rangers come out.
Here's your wish, Lida. Here's your wish. Triple
3
tank.
tanks. 3 tanks coming out for XL2, being Malga, Doomfist, and Orisa. The teams fighting inside the building here. Bonobo and Kevin rushing in, getting pinched from behind by Solar. There goes the BAP Immortality Field. There goes Baptiste getting picked off. Solar able to get momentum. It's now already a 3v1 with the Venture trying to run away. There goes TV Man, not able to quite get the separation that they need, but they do get it eventually. Digging through the ground, getting back into spawn, running away, being pinched in the stairwell, getting punched into the wall, trying to drill through, isn't able to quite get it. Kevin Thomas able to finish off TV Man there, putting the score 1-1.
I just love that Venture pulls a Pokemon and uses Dig. Like, it's so funny. It's like, I gotta get out of here.
Sadly, went to the wrong place, got caught in the stairwell by Solar. But we do see them go down now. From 3 tanks to 1 tank, with XL2 now running Junker Queen, Baptiste, and Venture. And Respawn Rangers now rolling out with Orisa, Malga, and Baptiste. I think that's a very deadly and strong comp here for them to run. XL2 are going to look to play the high ground right here. They are going to want to get some chip damage before they can get that hard-hitting attack. But Solar already below half health. Forced to not peek so much to heal the team, as the rest of the team is stuck behind that little box. Respawn Rangers holding this high ground well on them. TV Man dropping. TV Man trying to rush in, hitting the box. They get the javelin pull in. The Baptiste Immortality Field comes out as Mayday is able to help support from above. Does drop down. TV Man running out. Kevin super low. Bonobo able to get pulled up to full health along with Kevin. The javelin coming through on the Solaris, creating some distance. But TV Man rushes through the slam, misses. Trying to burn down Solar. Solar able to get TV Man as he overextends with the help of Bonobo, but Momentum is able to get Kevin, as Kevin is now separated from that Malga run. It is now 2v2, 1 support, 1 tank, 1 tank. The gold comes out. They are trying to push on Bonobo as Bonobo's up with the gold out, but there goes Bonobo, able to get help from Solar from so far back. The damage output is just too much. There goes the next 2.
We're gonna run out of tanks soon.
XL2's favor, I know. It's not gonna be too good for them when they have to run 3 squishies.
Still no wrecking ball. I'm waiting.
No wrecking ball. I think somebody's scared to take the challenge on. But we do see. Yeah, but we do see. There's not really much they can do about the Echo, actually. With them having Orisa, Malga, and Kiriko, they can't do much other than with the Malga, but all the Echo needs to do is get some space. And they are going to look to take the Echo down first. Doesn't quite work. Bonobo able to get separated. All 3 of the players playing on their own. The Anti coming out isn't able to get much. Gets pushed on by TV Man. Kevin Thomas trying to fold for Solar. It doesn't quite work. There goes Solar going down to Mayday. They do not want to get 3-1 here. That Gentleman's Suite coming out. They want to, you know, push this straight to overtime. but Kevin Thomas is separated. They do not have a support now. Kevin Thomas super low, getting rushed into the building. Bonobo having to play off of the weird angles that they're given. There goes Kevin Thomas going down to TV Man, putting Bonobo last alive for XL2, dancing around the map. Isn't able to quite do much as they have so much health with so much healing output for, you know, one character. And if they get close, then they will get shredded. So Bonobo has to just keep running around. The javelin missed. And I think we will just see a point cap coming out from XL2 here if Bonobo keeps this up. Bonobo just running around the map, super low, about 5 HP left. Will they go down here? We do see the passive healing come through. It does get cut off. They aren't able to stay far away enough. They have to push to the point as the 3 are already on it, and there goes Mayday finishing off Bonobo. I mean, putting the game at overtime match point right now. For all the marbles, we will hopefully see that, you know, ball come out last minute. Hopefully. Just saying, if they had a ball last round, Bonobo could have won that if they were ball. But Bonobo back on that echo, flying over, wanting to get the pinch. They aren't quite able to land over. Oh yes, they are. Going right behind them, but immediately Kevin Thomas gets taken down because of that Discord. Too much damage coming out with the Discord and the Reaper. There goes Solaire. This is in Respawn Rangers' favor. They're pushing through. They're 3-2 Respawn Rangers for our second match of the night. You know, seeing Malga do there when Malga does best, just run it down. Super happy we got to see a round with 3 tanks there. Sadly, it wasn't quite the 3 that I was looking for.
Well, we still have a few more rounds with the other teams, so we might get to see the wrecking ball yet. I'm looking forward to it.
Hope so. And I believe next up we will have Respawn Rangers playing Loot Boxers on the winners bracket here. So, you know, let's forget about the All-Star weekend week for now, and talk about the postseason. What matchup are you most excited for, Yvonne, in that postseason?
Oh, where to begin? To be honest, all of it. Like, I'm just so happy to just see like everyone. I'm always just happy to be here, and being like, yes, I don't play as much as I used to, but I'm just so happy to come back and being like, yeah. I still feel like I'm part of Overwatch because I get to be here.
Yeah, and it's I could say the same for me, but yeah, I'm very excited to see the Kaiju versus XL2 matchup in the first round. The 4-5 matchup. It's those, you know, you could say in other cases like, oh, 1-8 will get swung majorly the 1 seed way, or the 2-7 matchup is heavily in the 2 seed way. But with the matchup between 4 and 5, it's a toss up. It can go between either team. There's a reason they're both there, you know, and so it just means that it'll probably come down to a lot closer matches. And you can't really just say, oh, this team has a higher chance of coming out than the other one, you know, just based off of the first look.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I don't think there's a better pick than Kaiju XL2 for honest. As I said, I'm happy to see everybody, but
yeah. But we do see Loot Boxers come out with two tanks and a support being Roadhog, Zarya, and Ana, and then Respawn Rangers with the Ramatra, Baptiste, Lucio. Lots of healing just for that one tank to do what he wants, I guess. But they are going to play at a very long range, which is at the benefit of Respawn Rangers. You know, they do have an Ana, but they also have Zarya and Roadhog. There's not much they can do from distance other than those low damage right clicks. Both teams playing it very slow here. I'm not sure what they're planning on, but Arrow is starting to close that space like they did in that first matchup against on Nepal. But TV being forced away from the team by Arrow. Arrow able to create that separation, putting them in a bad spot, meaning that only the Lucio heals can be pumped out for moments right now. The hook does land, but it gets cut off by the wall. Not able to quite connect it fully. Arrow continuing to pinch them from the left. The Mayday does, or TV Man does come up, force him off the high ground. Arrow scared down. The rest of the team forced to back up as the moments come through with the fists. Trying to punch down the Ana. The Ana does get the sleep off. They aren't able to capitalize off it. The Nano coming out on Roadhog. Roadhog versus Ramatra 1v1. The hook gets walled off. TV Man able to pick off Squid on the low ground. Roadhog having to run away. There's now two tanks versus a tank and two supports, heavily in Respawn Rangers' favor. Lootbox is running off that point. There goes Dom of Ender, leaving only Arrow with the point being capped. They do just back up, they take the point. They don't really care for that final kill. And it is now 1-0 in Respawn Rangers' favor.
I think that entire round was played was, we'll play it safe, and then we're actually gonna wait for that capture point to unlock.
Yeah, they wanted to wait for the mistake, for loot boxes to make an aggressive mistake, and that's exactly what happened with Arrow being pushed so far up. Because as soon as they lost the LOS when they went into that left stairwell, they weren't able to know what was going to happen, and eventually it all just came out. But we do see two DPS and a support coming out for loot boxes, that being Genji, Bastion, and Baptiste, and then and now a two tank comp coming out for Respawn Rangers, and a support being Malga. Oh, wow, I don't even get to finish my sentence. There goes Arrow going down to moments. That's immediately what they need. They don't have that big tank to eat all the damage now. Dom and Squid having to play their own games. They can't really play in a centered position. Mayday trying to get the pick off on the Squid. Dom looking to drop down, get the Kiriko out. They aren't able to quite find Mayday out in the open. The hook landing on Squid. There goes Squid, absolutely decimated by TV Man. Now only Dom of Ender. This once again just goes through straight to an aggressive, or not even, it's just an unlucky hook that landed from TV Man onto Arrow, pulling Arrow down. Dom of Ender trying to do what they can. Deflecting all the bullets, dashing through, dodging the hook, but eventually it is too much. There goes Dom of Ender, being finished off by a headshot by Mayday. 2-zip for Respawn Rangers right now. You know, loot boxers trying to figure out what they can do here. I think what they need to do is pull out that Winston Doomfist ball comp. I think that would win them this matchup, or at least this round. But who knows? I'm not the coach. But there goes for Respawn Rangers we have a Ash, Mercy, Reinhardt, and then for loot boxes we have Orisa, Sigma, and Baptiste. They are playing at range, though they're trying to put TV Man in a good spot with the help from the Mercy, but they have that Sigma shield to stop it. But Respawn Rangers are able to bounce back with their own shield, being that Reinhardt shield. And both teams are just going to continuously play this long game. Moments being super far up, realizing that they need to back up, backing up, giving the team the shield. They are going to play this space, playing off these dynamites, the coach guns, the swing through for moments, the shield getting low. They do have to back up, play around the wall. They have to play very carefully because they only get so much healing out from Mayday, being on Mercy. The dynamite coming through again. There goes the immortality field. Squid bouncing around this wall. They do reset in the back of the room. The fire strike going through. The Sigma shield up now. Instantly pull it. TV Man just trying to get that headshot on Squid, because as soon as that happens, this could all fold under for loot boxers. And this will be the deciding round if they do get swept here on this map, or if they do live to see another day, put it 2-1. There goes the pick onto Squid Storm. The Bob coming out to contest the point. Doesn't quite land where they want it. The Bob able to look at Arrow from where Arrow starts standing. Dom forced to be the only one on point. I was wrong about the Bob. I guess that is where they wanted it, but it is gone now. Dom stuck as the only one on point, going down to the help of TV Man and Mayday. And Arrow is not able to make its point, being forced off. 3-0 respawn Rangers. You know, there was the pick on the Baptiste that they were looking for that whole round. They eventually got it, which got him the Bob. The Bob was able to go down on point and force Arrow from being able to peek or get a good peek going, leaving Bonobo suck as the only person on point.
Alright, so next, if I'm not mistaken, is Midnight Muse's Logger? Is next?
I believe so. Midnight Muses versus Loggers. Sadly, around the time that Midnight Muses came into the league, it was around when I was gone for a bit, so I haven't seen much. But from the bit that I have seen, Midnight Muses have been a very fun team, a very strong team, and they came in out of nowhere and blew the expectations out of proportion and have exceeded what people expected of them being like a mid-season expansion. So to see them, and then Loggers also coming into this season as a new team, the two of the new teams that weren't originally here when it started. Both teams that when they started and as the season has progressed have proven to be stronger than what was expected of them. But we will see the two teams face off on the Acropolis. Hopefully, we could see a ball Doomfist Winston comp. Why not get punched right into that middle hole?
I feel like instead of Winston, we could actually effectively pull a Roadhog for this specific map.
Wait, so
What do you
right.
think about it?
How could I ever miss that?
Not that I don't want to see Winston.
Yeah.
I'm here for the Winston, but I was just saying out of those three, it's knock you around,
Probably.
knock you around, and then
Oh,
then
yeah.
Roadhog, which is just here. I'll just throw you off a map.
But sadly, we don't see it come through. We see, for Loggers, we see two tanks and a support being Lucio, Orisa, and Diva. And then for
Muses?
Midnight Muses, we will see a support, a tank, and a DPS, that being Ash, a Sigma, but we do see Lady Scott drive right through. The Lucio being pushed in, trying to help out Lady. Lady getting demeched, Lady stuck up there, but Rob does go down. Archer able to pick off Lady here. The rock doesn't connect on ball, but there goes Legendary going down to Nagi. It is a 2v1 already, just out of nowhere, putting them in a super strong position here, that being the Loggers. The Loggers chasing down Archer. What is Archer to do? Stuck by themselves, getting pinched, having to be dropped off high ground. They will chase. They will chase with that Lucio speed. Getting pinched once again. They can only ask for so much here. This is not a great spot to be in. Exactly as I said, he dies to his own rock. Archer going down to their own rock for the end of the first round. Very
No,
unfortunate.
maybe it was actually intentional. I was like, I ain't letting y'all take me down.
But we will see these next two comps that come out. We now see Soldier, Vermatra, and Ana come out for Loggers, and then a 2-tank comp, that being Junker Queen, Roadhog, and Kiriko coming out for Muses. But they are going to try and play around Lady Ska and that Soldier pick, you know, keep the range. They don't need to peek, they have all these natural like covers, you know, and that also puts the Ana in a good position. Definitely not what Muses was hoping for right here. They were hoping for a brawl fight, but it is sadly not what they got. A nice right click coming up from Lady to get Rob low, but no one's able to follow that up sadly since they're playing this range game. And I believe that this will come down to a point capture. I think the Musos know that if they just wait here, they do have to fight for that point. And they should win that fight, just based off the team comp.
I mean, it's a great comp for you have Hog and Junker Queen who are both just so dangerous up close. And well, I mean, not to take anything away from Vermatra, who is incredibly dangerous up close, but Ana and Soldier, that's not their favorite.
Exactly. Now, if it was a Reaper and a Baptiste, this could swing differently. But even then, it's just the overwhelmingness of 2 tanks to 1. What? 1100 health between those two to his 600.
Oh gosh, that is pretty scary.
And what, I mean, even then, I believe those two have more than the entirety of the other team's health. That 1100 to like the 1000. And we do see the point fight, the sleep coming through on Legendary, and they do cap it as the rest of the team isn't able to get close enough to contest. And the hook does not quite land in the well. Match 1-1. Even playing field. Still waiting for the ball to come out.
That'll happen. Just give it time. Oh, we got the Winston. We have a Winston.
Oh!
We're getting there slowly.
We got a Torbjorn too, a very intriguing pick here. But they are gonna almost run it back, that being Loggers, now changing that Ana for a Kiriko. Yeah. But Torbjorn doesn't need to be healed. I believe both teams are just... Oh no. Nagi trying to run it down, trying to see what's going on in there. What's going on? Why are we not fighting? But it does not quite work out. They are just gonna continue to sit in this room as Nagi tries to walk up the hook, landing on the Torbjorn. Never mind Archer pinching from behind. They got too aggressive. They wanted to know what was going on in there, and they found out. And there goes Lady. There goes Bommalok, leaving only Nagi. And I think that's exactly how Midnight Muses wanted that round to go. They wanted to wait in that room, and as soon as somebody got too curious and too aggressive and wanted to know what was going on in there, that as soon as they peek, they will get jumped on from behind by Archer. And very well executed play, swiftly done, beautifully done, and we will now see Midnight Muses rolling out Malga, Orisa, and Baptiste, a very strong comp, but that going against the Loggers, Pharmacy, and a Roadhog. So a very intriguing mix-up, but Nagi having to fight 3v1 on the floor. Bommalok trying to pick off the support. Doesn't quite work. The lamp does come out though. There goes Nagi. They're going to have to keep flying around in the air. They are in a decent spot. They can't really do much. They don't have the hit scans for it other than Baptiste, but as soon as Baptiste walks out of that room, they will get shredded by the Pharmacy. There it is, getting launched away, disrupted, not able to see. Archer trying to just pinch them here, put them in a weird, awkward spot to force the map. It looks like it will go their way. Archer able to get Lady as they go too low to the ground. Bommalok flying around, dashing around. falling off the map in the end.
Oh, bye, legendary.
It's a win for the Midnight Muses, 3-1 win. And there was that beautifully executed and well-ran play from them right there. Now going down to the losers bracket, we will be seeing Loot Boxers versus Wyoming. No new teams are going to be showing up in the bracket now. All 6 have played. But, you know, once now looking at Loot Boxers and Wyoming, 2 teams at the top of the standings for this season. Both somehow found their way onto the loser bracket. But I'm sure they'll figure it out here. Or one of them will, that is.
You know, the worst part is we're not. I mean, maybe we will, but I don't think we're gonna see such a good bait and switch tactic. Just sitting in the room, being like, "All right,
Yeah.
no, everybody,
That
wait in
was-
here."
That's just great teamwork. They played that very well. They listened to each other, or whoever the shot caller was for that. It was a very great play that they came up with, and they got it how they wanted it. They got to this spot, and they knew what was gonna happen, as if they could see the future, and it came out very well. This just in, breaking news. I've been lied to by the tournament host. It will not be Loot Boxers. It'll be XL2 versus Wyoming for this round. And the matchup after this one will be Logger versus Loot Boxers. When I think of 3v3 Lockout, this is the map that I think of. I believe this is the only map that I've played this game mode on. So, you know, go back to the roots for the game mode. Yeah, it's a small map forcing them to play, or like, you know, forcing them to see each other. But we will see XL2 come out with 2 tanks right here. Oh, both teams coming out with 2 tanks, just being brawl to dive. But immediately the pylon goes down, they aren't able to get the value they want. The gold from Bonobo is used. Ballistic dived in too far, tried backing up, but was punished for it by the turning around Bonobo. Toothpick getting demeched, stuck on the stairs, in the other team's LOS directly, but is able to make it away somehow. Never mind, goes down to Bonobo, leaving Famous alone inside the monkey bubble. There goes down to Kevin Thomas.
I'm sorry, I don't know why I found that so funny.
The monkey bubble. We now see that classic 2-tank lineup of Zarya and Reinhardt being followed up with the Lucio.
We got JQ and Ram as well with a Moira.
Yeah, they are good. Both teams are trying to run it down up top right now. They are forced back by that Reinhardt. Spacious being and enveloped within those two tanks. They're gonna walk through, forcing them off the high ground, backing up Bonobo, able to pinch with that built-up charge, picking up Toothpick, getting ballistic, leaving Famous by themselves, and once again, 2 rounds in a row, the exact order that they went down. Will XL2 get the sweep here, or will Wyoming be able to force another match and live to see another day? And we will see a Pharmacy being followed up with an Echo here from Wyoming. Immediately shredding Kevin. Very interesting. Sadly though, they picked this comp on the round where XL2 plays Sojourn and Baptiste. So this isn't exactly how they wanted it, I'd say, but I think this will work for them. They're trying to force the JQ out of the room with all these rockets. Does work, but they back up. There goes Kevin Thomas getting the pick on Toothpick, now leaving the the Mercy and the Echo. There goes the Echo. Ballistic able to dash up. Saves himself. Battle Mercy can only do so much here, and that does secure the sweep for XL2, winning 3-0 over Wyoming Cowboys. And we do see the quick cheeky 3-piece coming through from Bonobo.
In these 3v... Ooh, I'm sorry. Okay. So, in these 3v3s, the characters never go back to the respawn room. So, if you're a Mercy, theoretically, you can just revive whenever, right? I don't know. I never played Mercy on this map, so I wouldn't know.
I mean...
Or does that, like, despawn after a while?
Where is it?
It always stays... Okay.
Mythbusters.
No, that was just a genuine question, because I never played
that had
Mercy
me
on this type
thinking.
of game mode, so I don't even know what the answer to that question is.
I was staring off. I was like staring off into the ceiling trying to figure that out.
I don't mean to cause confusion, I swear.
But we will see loot boxes and loggers come out here. We're back on Black Forest, but not on the winter version. Still going to the losers bracket.
Select your hero.
Okay. Alright. I know we're probably not gonna see ball, big set. Doomfist chances, what you thinking?
Doomfist needs to come out here, but sadly we won't see it at the beginning. We do see loot boxers running it down with that Malga Reinhardt again. But immediately shredding up Nagi and Lady Ska, running a 2-tank comp for loggers right here. The Reinhardt pinned through, doesn't get much value. Both teams playing on their sides of the room, or both sides of the doorway. But as soon as they peek this Malga, they just get shredded. There's just so much damage output there with behind the Reinhardt shield. And just not enough healing from that Lucio as well. As soon as they get too aggressive here and they walk into that room, they will get caught and they will get punished for it, I believe. So they have to figure out a different way to play this. And they will wrap around. They do hear the footsteps, they turn around, they see it, they catch it, they try to boop the Reinhardt away so they can get through. Nagi did fall off the ramp up though. The Reinhardt pinned through, the pin canceled on the corner of the wall. They are going to abuse this. No, they're not. Not sure if they even know what they want to do, but they're going to keep on backing up. Just let the Malga do his thing, hopefully burn through the ammo and eventually take it on. But the point will open up and it is in Logger's favor here. They do have a beat. If they, both tanks did drop the whole team dropped. They're gonna drop on them. There's the Kitsune coming out. The beat being landed, but only before, after Nagi goes down. It's a high-paced fight right here. The Shatter coming through, not connecting. Balmalok half getting separated from his own Reinhardt. The Reinhardt getting pinned off the map. There goes Lady Scott putting ball all by themselves, running around the map, on fire, being chased. The point is being capped by Squid. Even if they die, it doesn't matter. And there it is, 1-0 in Lootbox's favor.
Okay then.
That was a whole lot of nothing into a whole lot. It's repeated. Oh, I'm trying to get through this doorway, and then the Malga shredding them, and they're like, never mind. And eventually, Loot Boxers is like, we've been in here for long enough. Let's just end this round, I guess. But we will see another aggressive 2-tank comp come out from both teams. They're gonna try and play around the little bit of distance that they have, with Dom being on a wrist, so the knife connecting, but not on who they wanted it to be on. And I think once again they're just gonna play it slow through this room, and then after they get bored, they'll run it down. The knife not able to work. They get caught on the edge of the door. Squid getting javelin away though. Both teams trading javelin throws.
I like Arrow's strategy, but unfortunately that doorway. See, this would be a good time to use the knife. Now they're out of the room. Now you
And
can
now
start
Arrow
to
backs
grab
up. Both teams playing a very, both teams playing very conservative about their lives here. Waiting for this point to open, but now the point's open, so they have to fight this. They are gonna get now punished by pushing up their force into the room. There goes Squid going down. Dom on site, pinched between three. Arrow disconnected. Arrow has to fight through with the coalescence up. The coalescence will burn through Arrow. Arrow, doesn't matter if they touch or not, they will not win this. There it goes, 1-1. Yeah.
I'd be charging it. I'd be like, all right, here's
be on
Ball,
ball.
here's Ram,
Yeah.
here's Jungle Queen. I honestly, I love this this conservative. Nah, we're here for the long haul.
Both rounds where the point opened up, you know? I mean, definitely changes the normal way that every other team has played this, but... And once again, we see 2 tanks come out for both teams. I believe they figured out what the go-to meta is here. But the sleep does land. Javelin forcing the Vamatra off. They're gonna continue to play around this doorway. They know that they're safe in their room. The Vamatra pushing through, the fists go down. Lady Scott trying to help back up Nagi. They get pulled through, slept. There goes the anti on Arrow. They get forced back. Nagi's gonna push through, try and follow up on that anti. Isn't gonna work. Lady getting javelined off the high ground. Dom has a really awkward but nice spot to just sit in right here. If they try and push into that room, they could just poke right out and have extra cover. They are gonna drop down, try and move the fight. The knife does land. Arrow being super aggressive here, pushing through right into the building, trying to knife the Ana, doesn't work again. They are all gonna play around this edge of the building. Squid but is gonna play on point. The anti landing on Arrow, there goes Arrow. Leaving only Dom as the sole source of damage here. The hook coming through, Squid going down, Dom getting finished off. It is now 2-1 in Logger's favor. Is this match point or do they go to overtime? Still waiting for the ball to come out.
We're not letting it go, okay? We're not letting it go.
Ready for 3,
You know what?
1.
I'll take the Junkrat. You wanna know what? Every time there's not weird is not the word I want to use, but it's like I don't have a better one. It's like a very interesting character for this
Yeah.
type of game mode. So I'll take it.
Yeah, but with the way that the teams are playing around this doorway, it is definitely the thing that you'd probably want to do where you can just spam right through. But sadly, with such high damage, this is around that loot boxers choose to run Zarya. So, very risky play right here where they just spam through the doorway.
There's
The
also
hook coming through the...
no tank to speak of. We got Far Mercy and Junkrat.
Yeah, I don't know, very risky comp coming out for them, but if they do lose this, it will go OT. There goes Squid. Squid getting too aggressive, hitting the trap. Perfectly placed, I guess. No support help for either of them. There goes Bommalok, though, going down to Arrow. It is a 2v2. The Junkrat being super aggressive, going in there, getting hooked up. Once again, leaving. Only the Mercy left in the end. Can the Battle Mercy get it done? And I don't think so.
2 to 2.
We're still in the game. We're still in the game. We're 2-2. We're still here.
Yeah. I mean, eventually the ult has to come through, right? And that's another thing. It breaks the game down from not necessarily saying using ults are skillless, but I think with the ults comes less skill, you know, than the raw brawling and fighting and mechanics. So with this game mode being so fast, less ults come out, making it a more skill-based mode, or mechanically skill-based mode. But they will come out with the pharmacy again, but instead of the Junkrat, they now have the
Diva.
Diva. The loot boxes are going to continue to play through this room. Arrow dropping down, going to pinch on Lady Ska as the rest of the team is away. And it isn't going to quite work. Lady Ska with that mobility getting away, but Arrow is destined to get this pick. The Rock, the D-Mech coming through on Lady Ska, the Mercy Pocket to try and keep him up, but there's too much damage coming out. Never mind, Arrow goes down to the baby Diva. This does put Loggers in a great spot. They're just going to try and farm some damage from the bottom. There goes Squid, leaving only Dom. Dom knocked off the high ground. It's a 3v1, the baby Diva. They don't even need an actual tank here. There's the remake, there's the finishing off on Dom. 3-2 win for Loggers.
Play of the game.
That, looking at the timer at the top of the top left after that match, I believe that was our longest by like 2 minutes. You know, both teams playing their own game and waiting for the other team to hopefully make a mistake. Loggers are going to play back-to-back, now coming up against XL2 here. Who... I'm not sure, is this finishing off the loser bracket? Alright, so whoever loses this plays the loser of the winner bracket.
No. Whoever
Huh?
whoever wins this
Yeah,
play-
whoever wins this.
plays whoever loses the winner's bracket. So remember, so
Yeah.
Respawn Rangers Midnight Muses is in the winner's bracket.
Yeah.
If whoever loses that is gonna play whoever wins this. That is the most convoluted sentence I think I've ever said. But whatever. It's what I've got. It's what I've got.
Ugh.
Leading match. Select
We are back here on Necropolis, where loggers had that nice play. Not sure if they can pull it off again though, because you know, XL2 did watch them do it, so maybe they know not to go so close.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
I would love it if they just no one mutually goes to
Yeah,
shoot at each
they
other.
both-
They will stay in the room until the capture point shows up.
but the hook tries to come out from Kevin, doesn't connect. Lady playing super aggressive. This is really risky. The way that they're playing here, they're playing super light on using that shield when they were up close. Any hook coming out could have just ended Lady Ska right there. But they are gonna go for the high ground. Play off these Zarya bubbles, I assume. And Bonobo, the only one on the high ground, and they do get back to the room. Oh, but they are gonna force Bonobo off this high ground. Just from one side to the other. Bonobo escaping, Solaire on the other side of the map, and Kevin playing on the bottom, looking to get a hook on somebody.
And here it is.
Yeah.
That is such a weirdly placed capture point.
Yeah, that is really awkward. But Solaire just gonna spam from the right side.
They're jumped out at the 2-second mark.
But they are gonna contest the point. Bomb lock uncontested on the point. Bonobo too scared to peek around the wall.
You know, that was such a gutsy play because you had two other teammates down. You're alone on that point, and you ended up capping it. Like that was your win.
But yeah, there was a very
Ready for
quick play at the end there to finish it off.
fight.
But we will now see another 1-1-1 comp coming out from XL2 here. You know, going back to their favorite part of the map. Or no, never mind. XL2's on the Walker's favorite part of the map. And I'm not sure how they feel about that one. But both teams trying to play distance here. Bonobo running Sojourn for a second round in a row here. But Kevin's just gonna camp the point. If you guys wanna come get it, you probably are gonna get hooked into the well.
30 seconds.
There it is. Come on.
I love how Kevin's
Ye-
just dancing.
They're just ignoring him. They know that if they peek him, that it's probably not gonna go well. Oh, there's the hook. I think Kevin just needs to back up a little bit here, and as soon as they drop, they can just rip the person right into the well. And that's exactly what happens. There goes Nagi, getting dropped into the well. Slept. Lady Scott coming through the cleanse, cutting out off all of the just Balmullet getting picked up by Bonobo. Lady trying to push through, trying to knock Kevin back. Doesn't quite work. The Kitsune is popped though, and there goes Lady Ska. That round went exactly how they wanted it. Kevin got that hook as soon as they dropped and put them in a immediate 3v2, and it just went downhill for the other team from there.
Ready for 3, 2, 1, fight.
And we are gonna see both teams go for the building. Maybe this is just everyone's favorite place, I'm not too sure. Both teams do have a Sigma though. And Bonobo back on one of those ranged characters playing soldier here. Kevin fighting for that doorway. The rest of the team is gonna go onto the high ground and try and contest and get some ship damage in there, maybe build up an ult. Yeah, Bonobo making their way around long, never mind. Give up on it. Taking too long to get there. But they are now pinched, stuck in between two spots. They have to play around that middle now. They can't go anywhere else or else they will get peeked. There goes Solar, able to pick off Nagi. It does leave just a Malga and an Ana in a 3v2 scenario, continuously being pinched here.
30 seconds.
This is a difficult situation, but Anna is able to, you know, have the range. Like that range caps after a while, so that's what makes this difficult.
Exactly, but Lady forcing Bonobo off the high ground.
I think Bonobo's gonna try, maybe, to get the Anna in the back.
Yeah,
Upstairs.
but Lady has to contest the point. Yeah, Bonobo's gonna go for Bommalok. Bommalok having to look away to try and save themselves, but there leaves Lady only on point. Being antsied with the Nano coming out on Kevin and the pinch from Bonobo from above.
To 2.
Now 2-1 in XL2's favor.
Initiating the match.
Not even sure they don't, but there's the loggers go to the same comp that they used in that round that they won almost. Just except instead of a Torbjorn, they're running an Ana here, which is definitely a better pick. Bommalok trying to get Bonobo since Bonobo was left unattended, but didn't quite work out because of that cover. But now Bommalok is all separated. They are going to dive on it. The fold coming through. Nagi and Lady Scott just too late. There goes Bommalok going down to Kevin Thomas. The D-Mech onto Kevin Thomas. Kevin Thomas chased down. Lady trying to get Bonobo out of the air. Doesn't work. Nagi falls off the map. Lady left all alone. There goes Lady going down. XL2 takes the map. Now, with that concluding this loser bracket here, we're gonna go watch the winners bracket.
And it should have popped up on your screen now. Just a reminder, the winner's bracket is going to be the Midnight Muses and the Respawn Rangers. And whoever loses this bracket, Muses or Rangers, is going to go up against XL2 in the loser's bracket. I am hoping I'm getting these names right.
We are back on Castillo for the third time for this matchup.
Initiating match.
This is kind of like poetic that we end on this map, as you were saying, Spida, because you said this was the first map for this type of game mode.
This is the map. So poetic.
Ready.
There's the ball. Archer rolling out
Yes.
a ball here.
Yes!
Two completely different comps with Respawn Rangers using that same comp that they used on Echo Point. But the ball immediately getting pinned through. Archer able to make a narrow escape.
He's good.
Don't worry. They're playing ball. I'd hope somebody doesn't go down that fast. The slam missing. The pin trying to predict, but they both didn't expect that to happen. They are forced back down into their spawn. An awkward spot to be in, not where you want to be when the other team has a ball. But Archer isn't going to play aggressive off that though. Now separated from the tank, the pin being pulled through again. They are just going to try and roll away. Mayday playing the space here perfectly. Not getting too aggressive, not getting too far, able to apply stable healing. The healing coming through in Legendary as Legendary gets low. The power drive. Ash on high ground, Archer rolling around. Going to look for Mayday. Going to chase Mayday down the slam. Mayday is super low. There goes down Mayday to Archer. Leaving only TV Man in moments. Bolt backing up, no support now. Archer trying to get them off the map. The pin coming through, getting pinned. Does get off the map, but Archer is able to save it. A Legendary getting TV Man. It's the shadow coming through, getting picked off by Archer just 2.5 seconds too late.
Okay, now I'm mad. Now I'm mad because now Wrecking Ball's locked away and we can't see it again. Now I'm
I
mad.
mean,
we waited all
unless-
this time and it was amazing. But it was literally like we had the equivocal of like one candy bar and we enjoyed it, but now we don't have any more candy bars.
Unless Respawn Rangers wants to. And both
Yeah.
teams almost running the same comp. Only thing switching up is the supports. That being Baptiste and Lucio for each team. And they're both gonna go straight for the high ground. Respawn Rangers pushing them though. Both teams go for the same place, but two different ways. The push through by Mauga, the javelin spin by the Orisa, the speed through, the healing out. There goes Moments, there goes Rob, both team down one. Midnight Muses doesn't have a support now. Mayday doing what he can to help TV Man, but TV Man, it's not enough support from the Lucio. There goes Mayday being left all alone against Archer and Legendary, and they do go up 2-0, that being Midnight Muses. I think Respawn Rangers just needs to go to the ball pick. It worked for Midnight Muses, why wouldn't it work for them?
We just need the mayhem picks. Just absolute chaos picks.
I mean, it's all or nothing, right? Might as well. But they don't. They almost run it back, swapping that Baptiste, or no, swapping the Lucio for a Kiriko. And we will now see a very interesting combo. Pharah, Zenyatta, and a Roadhog. The hook coming through immediately, but TV Man able to pick off Rob. Not enough mobility here. And then there goes Legendary, leaving only Archer. They will save the sweep from happening, and a quick round going down. Archer taking themselves out.
Well, that happened.
A very quick round.
That
I'm
was
not
fast.
too sure. Not too sure what was going on there in Midnight Muses' minds, but very interesting comp.
Ready. 3, 2, 1. Fight. Match.
And we'll see another double tank comp come out for Respawn Rangers. And and Midnight Muses. Both teams running that Roadhog and the Ana. But immediately they get the ante down onto the Reinhardt. The Reinhardt barely able to back up. The Pig. So much going on in this one little room. The mine coming down from Legendary. They are forced out of the room. The ante going down on Archer. There goes Archer. Legendary's too low, but Legendary gets moments. Rob super low. The pin coming through. Rob going down. It's Hog v Hog and Ana, and there goes Legendary putting this into overtime. You know, Legendary almost got Mayday there. Was so close. So close, but sadly didn't go through with or pull through with it. Oh boy, going back into an overtime match here.
Ready. 3, 2, 1. Match point.
Midnight Muses running it back on the same comp this round with Respawn Rangers using that Mercy Ashe like they like to. Instead of Reinhardt this time though, they are gonna use D.Va. Yeah, this does.
They're doing the strat again. They're doing the. We're not leaving this room. You're not doing it.
They're saying who makes the first mistake, who gets antsy, who goes through. They both know that. They both know that though, that the first person to make the mistake is probably going to be the one to lose. If they go through, whoever gets too antsy and too aggressive here will not be in a very good spot. TV Man trying to find a cheeky angle on the Ana early. The dynamite coming through, not landing.
I think it's gonna have to be the point cap. Is gonna be what breaks the.
30 seconds.
Yeah, but
There it is.
that point cap is not what Respawn Rangers wants. That can't be. Look at the team comp comparison. Such a heavy brawl comp to this. Everything. To the poke and dive. They need to hope that the Ana gets picked off early. They make a quick play and are able to quickly contest right after, I guess.
Alright, they're jumping down.
They are gonna go for the early push. Legendary coming through as the timer hits 0. Archer bubbling. Archer feeding, getting the charge fed up. Moments being fed the healing. There goes Archer going down to TV Man. Moments looking
sleep?
for the Ana, the sleep landing on Moments. The Legendary left on point with Mayday and TV Man. It's just the D.Va and the Ana in the room. The D.Va dancing around with the Ana. There goes Rob. There goes Legendary, and that will be the map in Respawn Rangers' hands. But we will now be going back to the losers bracket to see Midnight Muses versus XL2 here.
I know Pipes could not make it tonight for this particular game. I think he'd be having a pretty good time. That would be XL2 Muses right now, though. He'll watch it. He'll watch it on playback, and then we'll all probably be in a Discord call. He'll be like, "So, this is my opinions on all this," and I'll be like, "All right." I'm eagerly awaiting this, Pipes. Do tell when you finally watch the playback.
We are gonna go to Black Forest again to see who competes in the grand finals against Respawn Rangers for the 3v3 Lockout tournament.
Initiating match. Select your hero.
But let's see here. We do see I've seen a whole lot of this Malga, Orisa, Bab. Such a strong comp to run, especially on something so close quarters like this map, where it's really just this one room and a whole bunch of nothing, you know? But both Malgas going right at it. The Orisa gold coming up, the slam coming through from Archer, the Baptiste immortality. They are forced back into the stairwell. Archer super low. There is no immortality field now. The heals are being pumped. The slam from Archer, Bonobo getting too up close, but there goes Solar picking up Legendary in the end. They're gonna keep on running it down through the doorway. They are looking to get the support. There goes Rabarob with Archer left all alone. 1v3. There goes Archer. Round 1. Swiftly going to XL2 here.
Ready for 3, 2, 1, fight.
Muses is gonna come through with the same comp again though. And they're immediately going for the fight, unlike the last time this map was played. But there goes Kevin Thomas, the immortality field coming out. There goes Archer. Both teams only down to 2 players already. There goes Solar. This is in... Oh, never mind. It's only 2 tanks versus each other. And there goes Bonobo getting Legendary, putting them up 2-0, XL2.
Sorry, I think the YouTube stream is bugged.
Ready for 3, 2, 1, fight.
Hmm?
Match point.
Do we want to just call redo for gameplay? Okay.
Alright, but we do see Bonobo pick up Legendary here, already up 3-2. And immediately getting swept through. XL2 taking a swift win in all 3 rounds, and especially that last one right there. To shut out Midnight Muses. And we will now see a matchup in the finals of the Overwatch Odyssey League Lockout 3v3 tournament during All-Star Week, being XL2 versus Respawn Rangers. Yeah, from where it begins to where it ends. Respawn Rangers and XL2. And I just wonder how these 2 teams are gonna play it, because they've both shown to play 2 completely different play styles on the fly. You know, sometimes they want to sit in that room and wait, and other times they just want to run it down. And so it's just, you know, an interesting tear between the 2 to see who's gonna go for what, and if they're gonna try the same thing.
Ready
But we will see
for 1,
Respawn Rangers rolling out with a Lucio, Malga, and Orisa, and XL2 coming out with Sigma, Sojourn, and Alari, or Yari. The but they're gonna have to play aggressive here. They know that that XL2 has a lot of space advantage on them, and if they want to win that, they have to go close that gap. They have a Malga, they have a Lucio, they have an Orisa. They can speed right through here. They don't have to wait. And they are going to try and wrap around on those back stairs, and they're going to keep on backing up. There goes the pylon. That's a majority of the healing that they have there. Bonobo able to slide away. They're going to keep on backing up. There's the Sigma shield. It was getting burned. It is dropped. He's getting bullied into the corner. He's separated from the rest of the team. Kevin does drop, but Kevin does get shredded by TV Man. TV Man going straight back up, trying to chase down the other two. They are going to play on that high ground with the pylon there. Pylon broken. TV Man just continuously chasing them. Feels like they're playing Dead by Daylight right now. It's just no getting away. There it is. TV Man running right back in there, forcing him into another corner, melting down Solar, melting down Bonobo. There goes Solar. They're gonna chase down Bonobo, pinched back in their own spawn. Bonobo trying to see what they can do. They are able to pick off TV Man. It is Mayday a moments, but it is about to come down to the cap. And no matter what here, Bonobo can't really do anything, as it is a 2v1 with the point having to be picked up right now. And we will see Respawn Rangers up 1-0 right now. Can they continue the dominance that they've held over this entire night? Or will they eventually and finally go down to somebody? Both teams going for these high mobility comps too. Well put together dive comps. TV Man lurking around behind them. The monkey jumping through. Mayday trying to split up the team. They are gonna pinch in there. Moment stuck in there. The bubble broken, jumping through on Solar, forcing Solar away from the team, but it gets too aggressive. Go down to the overwhelming damage of the other two. There goes Moments. It is now a 3v2 in XL2's favor. As Mayday will sit back. Try and play safe. TV Man low, trying to escape. Is caught, tries to hack, gets taken down by Kevin Thomas. It is only Mayday, and Mayday gets finished off by Bonobo, putting the score at 1-1. And we will see a double tank comp come out for both teams. XL2 going back to that basic, you know, Orisa and Malga with the Lucio. Very aggressive, very strong here, but both teams playing into this brawl. TV Man hit away, but Kevin gets pinned through, gets picked off. Oh my goodness, just bounced around. Kevin already down. It is now a 2v3 in Respawn Rangers' favor. They are on the low ground. Not a good spot to be in, no matter what your numbers advantage is. The pin coming through, pulling the Orisa down. There's Bonobo getting chased, goes down. It is only Solar now. Solar just running around. This isn't a very winnable scenario for Solar, but anything is possible, right? Never mind. There goes Solar getting hooked and fire struck by Moments and TV Man. This could be everything, or this could drive them to OT. Respawn Rangers versus XL2, the second matchup between them. of this tournament. One being the first match, this one being the last.
Ready for 3,
Respawn Rangers coming through with a very strong brawl comp, and same thing with XL2. Both of them running these super strong brawl comps. They're gonna go straight to the room. TV Man wants to get the first contact. Sits behind the rest of them. The pin through from Kevin. Kevin using all of his util. Getting moments. There's the map Immorph Fatality Field not being helpful. As moments already went down, there goes Mayday. It's just TV Man. TV Man trying to escape. Not much you could do here as you're in a 3v1 scenario. You have to get very lucky. TV Man yeah. And TV Man does get caught by Kevin. Is forced back to the spawn. TP's around. Runs away. Might be looking to... TV Man continuously just teleporting around, running around, drawing at the time. Gets pinched between both tanks and the support, fades away. Just keeps on running, backs up, gets caught in the corner, TPs again, continues to run, but eventually goes down to Bonobo in the overwhelming pressure of 3 people. It is now going into overtime to finish off this matchup and decide who the winner is. Super close, and it's going exactly as it was said. Both teams either playing super slow or playing super fast, and they are gonna go back to, and Respawn Rangers will go back to that Mercy and Ash. Not quite the Reinhardt, because they did win with that, I believe, but the D.Va can work here, and they are gonna go for 3 tanks. They don't care, they're gonna run right through. They're saying, screw your Ash, screw your D.Va. We're gonna take up that space, and we want to get right through. Unless they don't. Or maybe they're trying to play for the cap here, I believe. Because these 3 versus their 3 for the point capture is very one-sided, I'd say.
Yeah, but they'd have to get in close for it to work.
Yeah. But I mean, we did see how Respawn Rangers did pull away with the disadvantage in the comp going into the point capture on Castillo against the Muses, but I'm not sure if they could pull away with that against 3 tanks.
I feel the biggest bonus for the 3 tanks is we now have that health regeneration
Yeah.
passive.
So, but they are trying to
30 seconds remaining.
get them as they are sitting in that room, realizing, oh crap. What do we do here?
I'm sorry, no one saw it from my point of view, but it was just the Reinhardt and the Ram kind of just, when it said 30 seconds remaining, they turned to look at each other wordlessly. It was just really funny. It's like, okay, is it go time? It's go time.
And they are going to take the fight now. The site is going to open up. It is Respawn Rangers on the point. Now XL2 getting on. The Ash forcing them down. The knife coming through. TV Man getting Bonobo. They now have the numbers advantage. They're both contesting the point. Moment's trying to knock them off. TV Man pinching them from above with the help from the Mercy. Moments getting the heal. There goes Solaire going down to TV Man and finished up by Moments. Respawn Rangers win 3-2. And in the wise words of a man, my apologies, I was unfamiliar with your game. I wasn't doubting Respawn Rangers, but I certainly wasn't expecting that final point to go how it went.
Me either, Spida. To be completely honest, I saw those 3 tanks, 2 of which having shields. Yeah, that, I gotta be honest, that looked pretty grim for the Respawn Rangers, but they were able to pull it off. I think all of it came from that Once the point came unlocked, TVD man hitting those shots that he needed to. Moments putting the correct amount of pressure, and Mayday applying that damage boost and healing that was needed.
Yeah.
All around great play from the teams, but huge shout out and congratulations to the Respawn Rangers for coming away with the Lockout 3v3 tournament champion title. So kudos to those players, and I gotta say this was fun watching, and I hope everyone enjoyed it as much as I did. But with that being said, that is going to conclude our evening. We are not going to have another 3 hour and 15-minute stream for you tonight, unfortunately. But what I can say is tomorrow we have got a very exciting event. Tomorrow we have got the All-Star Game. And in this All-Star Game, we will be displaying some really good talent that we have seen throughout the entirety of the Odyssey League's regular season matches. And I'm going to throw up on screen just so you remember their names. On the Legends side, starting, we've got Archer, TVD, Squid, Mayday, and Ballistic, several of those whom we have seen tonight. On the side of the Heroes starting, we have got Sue or Moments, as you saw, Toothpick, Bonobo, Arrow, and Fallen Angel. Supporting or substituting for the Legends, we have Oso, Inbred, and Zeus. And for the side of the Heroes, we have Photon Dragon, Legendary, and Gamatsa substituting for them. And that will start tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. EST. Definitely going to be an exciting matchup. They are going to go ahead and play all 5 maps, just like you saw throughout the entirety of the regular season. And I anticipate every map to be filled with a ton of action and some really great plays. So make sure to be there for that. That will be good. But until then, again, congratulations to the Respawn Rangers. Well played, but also well played by the rest of the teams who competed tonight. But until tomorrow, have a great rest of your night.
See you guys.